statement.
Yeah, hard-fought battle, and they played their game. I prepared our girls that they would do whatever it takes to be able to get a run on the board, but didn't prepare them for the opportunity to steal home. So with that, gutsy, it worked. But I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of how they fought. I'm proud of how they played. We did what we do, and the quality at bats that we had, the ability to put balls in play, and great teams put themselves in a position to win, and we were one swing away from winning that ball game again. In the experience gain, I have a freshman taking a great pitcher deep. I have a sophomore getting a hit and a freshman getting a hit, and just down the line, the experience gained is awesome. But the bottom line is we're not done yet. And now we just have more time to be able to play more games and get really hot. So I'm excited. We can't wait to get back out there.
Questions for players? Okay, we got a second row left.
Hi, Sam Garcia from the Daily Bruins. So you guys talk a lot about having each other's backs, and you had Kanaya hit the home run after Texas Tech stole home, and you had Savannah get the double play after Taylor hit a batter. So how is that trust on the team just going to carry you guys through the tournament as you head into the losers bracket?
Yeah, I think we definitely take pride in just having each other's back and just focusing on our love for the game and love for each other. And I know that this loss sucks, but I'm really excited to get back out on the field with my girls. I mean, we're all super excited just to keep on playing more ball together and, yeah, just doing it for each other and doing it for the love of the game.
Yeah, and I think just having each other's back on defense and offense, like if somebody makes an error, we know that the next one's going to be put out by anybody on the field and on offense.
Okay, we got a second row right.
Noah Ram with the Gainesville Sun. Can I just talk about what you saw on that pitch, to be able to, hit one out against one of the best pitchers, and now tomorrow going against, another really good pitcher in Carlin Pickens, and how much of a confidence boost that is for you, knowing, what you did tonight?
Yeah, I think we prepared really well. I mean, we watched a lot of film and had a really good game plan. So just being able to stick to my plan and trust the process is what I was kind of going for.
All right, more questions for players? Okay, we got front row right.
Brady Vernon, Softball America. Taylor, you guys are going to have to play a lot of games, go through the losers bracket. Just how big is it knowing the trust that you have in your staff, and just the three of you have been really close all year long?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun just getting to play with the staff, and me, KT, Fish, and Jada, we're definitely all gonna have each other's back no matter what, and we're super excited to just get back out on the field tomorrow and just pass the ball, and we know that somebody's gonna get it done for sure. So it's really nice to just know that we have a deep staff.
Okay, we got third row right.
Jenna Becerra, D1 softball. Kanaya, no one has gone to the Women's College World Series more than UCLA softball. But for you, it's your first as a freshman. So the emotions of being able to hit that home run and know that your family got that home run ball, can you walk me through that?
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly an honor to just be a part of this team, and then just being able to play with all these amazing players, and then also being able to play against them. And just having the confidence in myself and knowing that somebody else is going to have my back if I don't have my own just gives me the confidence to be able to know that I can do it, and if I don't, somebody else will.
Any more? Okay, we go second row right.
Just wanted to ask both of you how you were able to, obviously the steal, like Coach said, gutsy, probably, obviously wasn't expecting it, but to get that home run, how clutch was that kind of to get some momentum back, and just how are you guys able to do that, and, after such a stunning play like that?
Yeah, I mean, it was really unexpected, but we kind of just flushed it down and forget about it, so that way we can kind of find a way to get the momentum back, and we know that whatever is put in front of us, we can do something to get it back.
Yeah, I feel like the big thing with this team is that we have a really short-term memory. I mean, each play is kind of like in the past. I mean, this game is already as old as dirt for us, so we're just ready to get back out there.
Any more questions for players? Okay, you guys are dismissed. Questions for Coach Inouye Pros? Okay, we go front row right.
Brady Vernon, Softball America. Everyone is good here, but to take the task of going from Kennedy to Pickens, how much does it help that you have seen Carlin already this season as well, with the quick turnaround?
I think a lot. I think, we had a great opportunity. It was a lot earlier in the season, but, knocked her out of the game. So there's experience there. And, like you said, every team here, they're here to compete. So it's balls and strikes, different speeds, different zones. At the end of the day, we're going to set a game plan and do what we do. And I have great confidence in our ability to have a plan and adjust. We've got to find a way to win, but the object of the game is to outscore the opponent, and that's no matter who's on the mound. That's our goal, and I have strong belief.
Okay, we'll go second row right.
Coach, Noah Ryan with the Gainesville Sun. You know, as a coach yourself, I assume you just have to almost respect the steal and just, how that shifted momentum a little bit, even though you guys did obviously tie the game, but what the impact that had for the rest of the game.
Gutsy call, and it worked.
Okay, we'll go front row left.
Eli Letterman, ESPN. Kelly, your veterans talk a lot about the youth on this team and,
Yep.
and bringing them along. For that to show up in a game like this, and as you
Huge.
talk about wanting to get hot and that there is still games to be played here, does that affirm sort of the culture you have?
And no, absolutely. I think there's one thing to be a veteran and to be able to have, a lot of experience on this stage. The best part about the youth on this team is they're just excited to play. There's energy in the dugout. It's a game of softball. It's a big stage, but the memories that they're going to be able to create and the experience, whether you succeed or fail, that's our sport. But the opportunity that they have, and once again, they've been striving for this, and it's a big reason why they came to UCLA, is to have this opportunity on this stage. So it's a game. We go back and we figure out, what we could have done better, and also hold on to what we did well. Like I said, the ability, right there at the end, we had the ability to win that ball game, and that's something that breeds great confidence in the program. But for the youth, it's fun being able to see just how simple it is. I told Kanaya, she was right there behind Megan earlier in the season and came up with some big hits and kind of hit a little bit of a slide. And we moved her down, and I stayed with her and just said, "You're going to come through in the biggest of moments. It's going to be so epic." And I don't know if I would have predicted it would have been against Kanaya versus Nyjah. Wow, short-term memory. That's the way we work. But I'm so proud of her because she stayed committed to the process. She shows up every day. She's got a beautiful smile. She believes in herself, and she is a threat. She can take anyone deep. She's a very big power hitter. But the experience gain, to me, is gold. I can't wait for her to be able to get back out there, and she's going to have a great career. But the freshmen that are playing, it's awesome. It's awesome for us, and it's a big part of our program. Freshmen come in and they play, and they get stronger and they get more experience, and it's a big part of what's going to allow them to create some really great memories as a Bruin.
I'm certain your focus is on tomorrow in Tennessee, but I have to ask, have you noticed the evolution or the ramping up of the props in your dugout over the last few days?
I'll be honest with you, they do what they do. I'm in the dugout, and the Bruin bubble is real, and there's tradition, and there's energy, and there's buy-in, and there's all those big words. Sometimes they'll throw me into it, and I'm all in. I'll buy in, but at the end of the day, I don't really, no, I'm not taping stuff up or doing whatever they're doing, to answer your question, but I let them be them. And I think a big part of it is the energy and the belief and the excitement, and this is a fun tournament. It's not about you have to win and you have to clutch up. Yes, we know that. It's Captain Obvious. But your ability to have fun and enjoy this, you're here, you're celebrating playing on the biggest stage, and they've earned the right to be here. So I let them be them. That's the goal, is to keep, getting my team to settle in to play their game. And with the youth, it's important to be able to keep them loose and not get caught up in, what just happened. We kind of get to the next pitch. And when you see that, that gives me great confidence as a coach that we're going to settle in and play our game.
Okay, stay front row left.
Ryan Chapman, Treasure. Just kind of building on that. You've had these young pieces in their spot already in this tournament back against the wall. How big is that experience from Supers kind of rolling into tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it's, yes, a lot of experience, and I feel like whether you're ahead or behind, every inning, you want to be able to do your best to be able to score runs. So at this tournament, losers bracket, winners bracket, every game is a big game. Every at-bat is a big at-bat. Your ability to have a short-term memory is important. Your ability to adjust knowing the game's going to come back around, it's reality. This is what I've taught them, is to be able to understand that the game is going to happen, but our ability to understand that you're going to get more opportunities no matter what. If we worry about, oh my gosh, if we lose, we're out, or if we win, we don't live, and I say this very, very seriously, we can only live in one time zone. So past, future, I want them to be present. I want them to enjoy competing. Tomorrow, whoever we play. And I said that before we came. I don't even look at the bracket, because at the end of the day, every team is a new team coming here to postseason. Like somebody asked about February, that was February. We're all different teams at this point. But to answer your question, we are playing for the opportunity that every pitch matters, and we're going to play down to our last pitch. We want to be last team standing. We're going to play a lot more games. I think that could be a great thing for us to get hot. I have a pitching staff that can go deep, but I've got a lot of youth that just loves to play, and they're gaining more experience of just understanding how fun this is with a big crowd, big moments, big opportunities. Once again, I want them to create more memories, and we're going to have a longer path to do that.
Okay, that'll wrap things up. Thank you.
Thanks.